Aloha guys, welcome back to my channel. Mermaid Nina here. Well, I'm here with potentially the last of a series. You guys let me know if you want more of my most recent series where I tell you about the top 10 things that are must see and must do at all the Disney World parks. And of course today is the final part, guys. Can you guess? Yep, it's Animal Kingdom. So if you're looking for Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Hollywood Studios, I already have those up on my channel. But yes, this is the video where I talk to you guys, I talk to clients, I take polls, and I come up with the top 10 things to do at the parks that the general public want to do. Because even though I have planning itinerary videos and I have learned the map videos, I find that a lot of you they want to know what everyone else does, right? Because you don't want to miss anything. With all the things to see and do and ride and eat, you don't want to miss, one of the big things that everyone wants to do. So that's what these lists are for. If you watch all of the videos that I just talked about, including this one, it should kind of sum everything up so you can make your own top 10 list. I do suggest when you go to the theme parks that you have a game plan, that you have a top 5 or top 10 list of things that you want to try to see and do and accomplish in a day. Start with 5. When you've done all those 5, go with the other 5, right? So then you have 10. Once you've done your top 10 things to do at that park, everything else is just icing on the cake, right? It's just bonus. But to prevent you guys from missing a key feature here at the parks, I came up with this list. Again, this is all age and interest depending. Not everything on this list is perfect for everyone. This is more of the general public. Are you guys ready? So like I said, this is the top 10 list of things to do at Disney's Animal Kingdom. And for those of you who think it's just a zoo, it's not. Hopefully by listening to the top 10 list, you will realize there's more things than just animals at this theme park. Are you ready? Okay, in no particular order, although this one might be close to 1 and 2 at the top here. Number 1 thing to do here at Disney's Animal Kingdom is the most popular ride at the park, the most thrill-seeking ride at the park, and that is Avatar Flight of Passage. So yes, this is a very popular ride, so you definitely want to get an individual lightning lane if you don't want to wait in a long line, which could be like 2 to 3 hours, by the way. So what is this ride? Well, it's a flight simulator ride that, yes, does use 3D glasses. And what are you doing? You're riding on the back of a banshee. Have you seen the movies Avatar? Yeah, so this is all located inside Pandora, the world of Avatar. It's a new area within Disney's Animal Kingdom. Now, things you need to know is the vehicle you're in, right? You get into a vehicle because you're riding on the back of a banshee. So it's kind of like a motorcycle, but not quite. And you're kind of in this vehicle. The vehicle itself does move a little bit to the action that is on the screen, the virtual reality screen above you. Now, it's the screen that tends to cause the motion sickness issues. So I'm being told that if you want to, take off the glasses, close your eyes. But just note that when this ride came out, this was the biggest ride at Disney World at the time. It was known for thrill seeking. It was known for causing motion sickness. So just kind of know that in advance. Also, the vehicle that you sit in, right, your little kind of motorcycle, not really, is tight. So size and shape depending, you might want to test out the vehicle car before you ride to just make sure it's comfortable for you. They do have a vehicle car right outside of the ride for you to kind of test. It kind of just pins you in. So you get into the seat and it pins in your back and it pins in your legs. So depending on your shape and all the things you got going on, that may or may not be uncomfortable. So yeah, just make sure you check out those few things before you ride. But yeah, guys, this is the big thrill-seeking ride over at Animal Kingdom. Now, number 2 is actually my number 1, right? And that is Kilimanjaro Safaris. I feel like this is the reason to go to Disney's Animal Kingdom. There is nothing like this pretty much anywhere else. unless you do actually go to a zoo that has a safari. But this is definitely a top ride at Animal Kingdom. I call it a 100% must do. In fact, we love this ride so much, we won't ride it once, but we'll ride it twice in a single park day. Absolutely love this ride. Things you might need to know about it is you're in like a safari vehicle. Now it is kind of like an extended Jeep bus vehicle, and there are kind of potholes in the road, and so it can get a little bit bumpy, so make sure you be careful. Those kiddos definitely need to sit on their bottoms. If you are sensitive to that type of bouncing, just be careful. But note that it doesn't really cause motion sickness in me. Yes, sometimes it gets a little bumpy, but it's not continuous. You do get little breaks where the car does stop because, you're looking at the animals, but kind of know that in advance. But yes, this is free roaming animals, live animals. This is not an animatronic ride, guys. These are real giraffes and real zebras that are free roaming. In fact, they're free roaming to the point that the giraffe just might stop your vehicle and you're sitting there waiting a few moments till the giraffe decides to move. This is called a giraffic jam. Yeah, this is when the giraffes cause a traffic jam. Absolutely adorable. And sometimes they do get really, really close because you're in their environment. They're not in your environment. You're in theirs. So absolutely love this ride. Like I said, be careful if your issue is bouncy. Like, you remember riding the school bus and the very back of the bus was always like, woo! That's kind of like Kilimanjaro Safaris. But like I said, you're going to see animals in their natural habitat. I'm just going to name a few, but there are tons of animals. Giraffes, zebras, elephants, lions, rhinoceroses, and more. And if you're lucky, some babies. These animals they do have babies. They do have families, and every now and then you'll catch a baby on safari. So that's absolutely my favorite part. But yeah, this ride can be, like I said, it's super popular. The wait can be long here, so definitely something I will Genie Plus. In fact, I will Genie Plus it during a peak time of the day, and then I'll wait in line for the second time so I can ride it twice. So number 3 here is Tusker House. Tusker House is the character meal over at Disney's Animal Kingdom. Now, things you want to know about Tusker House is it is breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And this is a meal that features Donald Duck. Yeah, Donald and Daisy in their safari gear. So cute. Absolutely love it. Usually you can also meet Mickey and Goofy. Now, the food here is inspired by African flavors. So it's very much African American flavored food. But if you have a picky eater, just note that they do have traditional kind of chicken nuggets, mac and cheese, kind of simple fare there as well, because they know not everyone wants, some spicy flavors to their food. The other thing here is this is a buffet now. So it's always been a buffet, and then when COVID happened, they anyway, it's back to buffet. And buffet means unlimited eating, so enjoy yourself. And once the meal plan comes out, just note that this will be 1 credit on the meal plan. So yes, if you want to see some characters while you're eating in their safari outfits, Tusker House is definitely the meal for you. Next thing on my list is not one thing, but 2 things. Disney's Animal Kingdom has some amazing shows. If you have watched anything on my channel, you will know that I absolutely love the theater-like production shows. Well, Animal Kingdom has 2. I love them for several reasons. First, they're amazing. They're beautiful. Some make me a little teary. The song, the music, the dancing, all of it's great. But not to discount that amazing stuff, sometimes it's nice to just sit somewhere for 20 to 30 minutes with air conditioning. Yes, this is a great place. If you're just a little too hot, you need to cool down, go see a show. If you have a little kiddo and it's kind of close to nap time, I can't tell you how many times I would purposely schedule to see the shows during nap time because I'm enjoying the show and my kiddos getting so much air conditioning, they took a little nap. So yes, don't discount those kind of little things regarding the shows. But like I said, the shows themselves are amazing, the two shows here. The first one to mention here is Festival of the Lion King. Yeah, do you like the Lion King? Simba, Timon, Pumbaa, absolutely love this show. It is family friendly, and there's some audience participation. If you've got a little kiddo, there is a chance your kiddo will be selected to do some music and some dancing within the production. Absolutely love that. So this is nothing but Lion King songs, characters, jumping monkeys, dancing birdies, and more. Absolutely love the Lion King show. And the next one here is Finding Nemo, the Big Blue and Beyond show. It's the retelling of the Nemo story, kind of, you know, the Marlin and Nemo and the things and Dory, and absolutely love it. The show is actually really special to me because it involves puppets. I studied puppeteering in college. Yep, there is a little tidbit about Nina there for you. Absolutely love the show, that it's songs and puppets and actors and singing, and I absolutely have fallen in love with Crush. He is my favorite. So yeah, this is absolutely perfect show if you love Nemo. Now, tip for this one, if you Genie Plus it, the seating is the front, like the front row, and they do have some character interaction that happens beyond the stage. So being in that front row situation, you can get very close to the actors and the puppets. So that's kind of a fun little thing there with Finding Nemo. Next up is the one I'm always confused about. Maybe if you've watched my videos, you'll know what I'm talking about, is Navi River Journey. Yeah. Why is this ride so popular, and why is the wait for it so long? Oh my goodness. This is a family-friendly boat ride in Pandora, the world of Avatar. It's literally like you get on a boat, you see some scenes, and it's over. It is not a drop. There's no coasters. No one's getting wet. It's just a simple little boat ride, which, because of its popularity, you're gonna need to Genie Plus it, because there's no way I'm waiting 2 hours for this ride. But with all the silliness aside, it is a beautiful ride. There is beautiful colors and song and bioluminescence, rainforest activities and animals and leaves and flowers, and it's very much Pandora in a simple little boat ride. But yes, that is Navi River Journey. Make sure you get a Genie Plus for it. Next thing up here is Expedition Everest. You looking for a coaster? Yep, this is the one for you. Expedition Everest, Legend of the Forbidden Mountain, is Disney's Animal Kingdom's traditional coaster, right? It's like that traditional coaster with the train that, you know, something goes awry and, you know, things happen. Things you need to know here again, it is a speeding train that goes backwards. There is a part in the ride where you're kind of itching up, and you see some things and you go, and all of a sudden the track is missing, and then you just fly on backwards. But it's, you go backwards, there's thrills, it's dark, there's drops. It is a coaster, guys. One thing to note here, guys, is caution here. There is a Yeti in this ride. Betty the Yeti. She is featured in this ride. She is the legendary guardian of the Himalayan mountains. Sadly, Betty is broken. Betty has been broken for years and years and years and years, and for some reason they just cannot fix her. So make sure you check out Betty. Give her a good wave. She is, Disco Yeti. Little Miss Betty over there. But yes, that is Expedition Everest if you want a traditional coaster. Wait times here are not terrible. At least they haven't been lately. So you could Genie Plus it or not. It's up to you. But yes, that is the coaster. Next thing up, I'm just going to call it eating. I think a lot of people don't realize that Animal Kingdom has a ton of amazing eating. So many different flavors and various cuisines over at this theme park. I think a lot of people think Epcot and eating. Not everyone thinks Animal Kingdom and eating, but yes, there is so much great food at this theme park that I had to make it number 7. We're talking table service. quick service, and even kiosk cart stands with the most amazing flavors of food. So first, just to name a few, we have Tiffin's Restaurant. Tiffin's Restaurant is a signature dining restaurant. It's gonna cost you 2 credits on the meal plan, which is gourmet food, African, Asian, Latin American inspired flavors, absolutely delicious. Then you have Yak and Yeti. Yak and Yeti is a table service. They do have a quick service stand with similar food. It is a chain restaurant, Yak and Yeti, but it's Asian inspired cuisine. You know, if you want to get some noodles and some orange chicken and teriyaki flavors, this is the restaurant for you. We've eaten there, absolutely find it delicious. Next up are the 2 locations within Pandora, especially Satui, probably saying it wrong, Canteen, where you build your own bowl. It's a healthy option, so many different flavors within this restaurant, absolutely amazing. And then you got Pongu Pongu with some weird little breakfast snacks and amazing drinks over there. If you want barbecue, we've got Flame Tree Barbecue and a lot of food carts with just African inspired eats. But don't worry, I know I'm talking about all these crazy yummy flavors. For those of you with kiddos, there are plenty of places to get burgers and pizza, mac and cheese, all that great stuff. In fact, they have a whole restaurant that's nothing but pizza, and they have a whole restaurant that's nothing but burgers. So sometimes what we'll do is the parents will eat, you know, the fun flavors, and then we'll take our kids later to get the burgers. So anyway, but yes, absolutely eating at Animal Kingdom. Number 8 here is the Tree of Life. The Tree of Life is the iconic focal point of the park, right? It's the giant tree. But what a lot of people don't realize is it's not just a tree. Yeah, let's take our family photo, which is something you should definitely do. But the trunk of the tree is handcrafted animals, hundreds of animals all over the bark of this tree. And when you're standing far away, you see this massive, beautiful tree, and that's great. But when you get closer to the tree, you start seeing all these detailed carvings. And then you start looking and you're pointing out animals and you're like, look, it's a moose, it's a horse, it's an elephant, it's a whatever. Absolutely love taking time to just explore the Tree of Life itself. It's not like the Epcot ball. You look at the ball, you're like, yep, it's a ball. This is not just a tree, guys. So definitely take your time to walk around the tree and check out all that artistry. And I would love to know, let me know in the comments, if you have already checked out this tree, which is your favorite animal on the tree. I think one time we went, my kids found a snail. I mean, even down to the little old snail is carved on this tree. Absolutely fabulous, beautiful. When they came up with the Tree of Life, I can't imagine how much time it took to carve each and every one of those animals. And they look like the actual animal. It's just, do it, guys. Walk around the Tree of Life. Get your picture, and then go explore the Tree of Life. Number 9 here, the flotillas. You might not be going to Animal Kingdom for the flotillas, but once you've seen one, you want to see more and more and more. The flotillas are the water parade floats in the water filled with characters, and sometimes they happen every few minutes. So anytime you're passing by water at this theme park, make sure you look in the water, take some time and listen, because a flotilla could be on its way to pass you by, and they're dancing and you can wave. Absolutely love the flotillas. They have a Dino Bash flotilla, which features Goofy and Pluto. I have also seen Chip and Dale on the flotillas. I've seen Donald and Daisy. The Adventure Friends flotilla, we've got Pocahontas and Miko. Timon. We've got Scrooge and Launchpad McQuack, yeah, from DuckTales. We've seen the Up flotilla featuring Russell and Doug. They've got holiday flotillas where Santa Claus often goes by. We've seen Mick and Min. And then they have the Animal Kingdom band that is often on a flotilla. So you just never know. It's like, you go to Magic Kingdom to watch the parade. This is Animal Kingdom's parade. It's in the water. It's an absolutely amazing chance to have your kids see those characters and kind of check it off the list. So absolutely the flotillas. All right, guys, number 10. Now, even though I said Disney's Animal Kingdom is not a zoo, they do have animals here. And I know a big chunk of people do like to visit the animals while they're at Disney's Animal Kingdom. So there's several ways for you to see animals. A lot of times we never really pay attention to the animals, but you could if you wanted to. So if animals are high on your list, absolutely, you can do the animal treks. There's various animal treks where you walk throughout these very themed areas and you can see so many different types of animals, and they have walking paths that do the same. So gorillas, tigers, what else is back there? Bats and birds. There are so many different types of animals that if you go a little bit out of your way into these walking paths, you can actually see them. And of course, they do have a few animal shows, one of which is my favorite, Winged Encounters, which features several macaws, you know, parrot macaws, that are actually rescued animals that they keep kind of behind the scenes. That they train per the bird's willingness to train. You can actually see this on the Animal Kingdom show on Disney Plus, but they kind of train the birds, if the birds are willing, to fly from where they are all the way in front of the Tree of Life. So you stand in front of the Tree of Life and a cast member's talking about the macaws and how they rescued them and how they train them, but you know, it's up to the bird's free will. And then they blow a whistle, bada bing, bada boom. Many 20, 30, I don't even know how many, feels like hundreds of macaws come flying out straight over your head, swirling around, and then they sit on this perch next to the cast members. The cast members give them some peanuts, a little treat, and then they give the birds the signal, and the birds do the same thing, and they fly back home. It is absolutely beautiful. They're like over your head. You can see their wingspan. If you haven't noticed anything about me, I absolutely love birds. Absolutely love Winged Encounters. It happens several times a day. It is not a floor show. You're not stuck in a theater. It kind of happens out in the open. So several times we'll walk by and Winged Encounters is happening, and I will totally stop and check out the birdies. The other show here is Feathered Friends in Flight. Now this is an actual bird training, animal trained show where they train specific birds to do fun little gags, right, for you to watch in the show. Again, none of these birds are forced to do anything. It's at the bird's free will. But what a lot of people don't realize is birds are actually really, really smart. They do this as a form of enrichment. Like, hey, can you figure out how to get out of your cage? Hey, can you figure out how to untie my shoelace? Hey, can you figure out how to do this? If you can, let's put it in a show. So absolutely, if you want to see some birdies in action, those are some great shows for you guys. Also the safari, I already mentioned it, but this is a great way to see animals. In fact, it's the only way we really see animals. We don't really do the animal treks very much. We absolutely will do the safari. The other option here is to do the Wildlife Express train that takes you over to Rafiki's Planet Watch, which is where the conservation station is. Now in this area, you can go to a petting zoo known as the Affection Section. There's goats and chickens and sheep and all sorts of things over there that you can feed them some pellets and all that good stuff if you want to. If you go inside the building, however, this is my kids' personal favorite. They have a medical animal area there, a veterinary treatment room, which an animal that lives on property could be getting some medical maintenance. You never know. We've seen a few surgeries. We've just seen some teeth cleaning. We've seen just some general checkups, all behind this glass where you actually watch the animals in their procedure in the treatment room live. It is absolutely amazing. Again, this all happens at Rafiki's Planet Watch. You take the Wildlife Express train to get to it. So between animal treks, walking paths, the birdie shows, the safari, and the Wildlife Express train. So yeah, guys, these are some great ways to see some animals over at Disney's Animal Kingdom. But I know you guys are used to me passing out a bonus, right? You ready for my bonus for Disney's Animal Kingdom? And that is Wilderness Explorers. I absolutely love this activity. I talk about it all the time. I have a whole video of nothing but Disney's Wilderness Explorers inspired by Up. Yep. Now this is generally for kiddos, but anyone of all ages. I have personally done it. You get a handbook and you go throughout certain stages of the theme park and you earn a badge. Now, this is a great way to keep those kids entertained and even a little educated about conservation and animals and helping the planet and all those great things. And you do this while you're exploring the park. And then at the end, if you've completed your whole booklet and you've got all the badges, you can get your final badge and be a wilderness explorer like Russell. So I absolutely love this activity. You can do it over several trips. You can do it during one trip, whatever you want. But I love this activity known as the Wilderness Explorers. Now, if you want a bonus, right? My number one thing to do at Disney's Animal Kingdom that perhaps no one else cares about, if you've seen any of my recent videos, you will know that my favorite thing to do at that theme park is to run and chase Kevin. That's right. I absolutely love Kevin. She's the most adorable bird from Up. I told you guys I have a bird problem. Absolutely love birds. I just love it. As soon as I see Kevin, I just get so excited, and I will absolutely follow her for 20 minutes, filming her and all the craziness that she does. No, I don't run and chase her down, but I will follow her filming, and I mean, I think you guys can tell. I absolutely love it. So yeah, that is my top 12 things to do at Disney's Animal Kingdom. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. Like I said, I've already done Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Hollywood Studios. Animal Kingdom was the final of the series. However, let me know in the comments, do you want me to take this to Disneyland? Let me know. Do you want me to take it to Universal? Let me know. I know my channel seems like it's mostly Disney, and it probably is, but I absolutely love Disneyland. I go all the time, and I absolutely love Universal. I have Universal videos as well. So let me know if you want me to bring this top 10 things to do to those other parks as well. Let me know in the comments. But as always, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. If the subscribe button is red, please click it, turn it gray, hit the bell icon for notifications, like this video, and comment. Who else loves Kevin? Who else would put Kevin #1 on their list? Let me know in the comments. As always, guys, also let me know if you want me to expand this series, or I can expand the Learn the Map series. Let me know which. Maybe you want both. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. As always, please share my videos. Please share my content. The more sharing that's going on tells YouTube I am worth saving. I am hoping the drought that my channel is experiencing is due to Disney having a drought as well. We seem to both be having a drought, Disney World and me, at the same time, so they could be related. But just in case, guys, please share my content. Let's boost what's known as Disney together as one. So yeah, guys, as always, mahalo for watching. Nina, out.